Good afternoon, friends. Let's begin today's Bazaar Pe Charcha. So myself, Pawan Jaiswal from TraderSmith India team, and today Yatisha Naik is joining with me to address this today's Bazaar Pe Charcha session that is going to long last for more than 1 hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, in which that we are going to first cover all the major indices, then we are going to cover maximum number of queries, or I can say max as possible number of queries in this session regarding stocks and market. So let's start. But before starting, disclaimer from our side that I am going to read for you. Registration granted by SEBI, membership of BASL, and certification from NISM in no way guarantee performance of the intermediary or provide any assurance of returns to investors. Investments in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. In our company name, registration number with SEBI, office address, compliance officer's detail, compliance and grievance officer details, contact number, email ID, etc. given. Let's move on next chart. So this is a table as usual that we always try to give the glimpse of overall market as per O'Neill methodology of market direction. I hope that you all must be aware about we follow that unique methodology of to analyze the market direction or predict the market, or not predict, but I can say decide or define the market direction. That is O'Neill methodology. Under O'Neill methodology, we categorize the market in four different segment. First is uptrend, that is confirmed uptrend. Second one is uptrend under pressure, means trend is still in positive trend, but yes, there is some, it is facing some pressure, like it has more elevated number of this distribution day, or if it has reached 21 DM or anything like that. Next one is correction, and last one is follow through day. No, not follow through day, rally from downside, actually, I can say. So reversal kind of thing. So here, if you see currently, as per O'Neill methodology, almost all sectoral indices, including benchmark index, except IT and financial services, are in clear-cut downtrend, that is correction. IT is only in under pressure. And apart from IT, all the indices are showing negativity as per O'Neill methodology as well as on chart also. And if you see from the last 3 months, majority of the indices has generated negative return only in 1 week, 1 month, and 3 months. While in the last 12 months, all major indices have generated positive return. You can see here on this table. So let's move on chart that how market is placed currently. So Nifty. So if you are aware, or if you have some, most, I'm assuming that you all have already attended our previous Bazaar Pe Charcha session, and last week our analysis about market that we have uh, given via video format. Video recording, 10-minute video recording, I think we have shared on various media platform like Twitter, etc. And in that we have, even last Bazaar Pe Charcha also, that we have uh, uh, analyzed the market, and we have expected this kind of level, that 200 DMA. And in last Bazaar Pe Charcha, our clear cut indication was that most probably market or index is ready to move toward 200 days moving average. Now it has reached toward 200 moving day average. So my expectation was around 23,400 kind of zone. Today it has already reached up to 23,500. So I can say that almost more or less, or market is moving as per our expectation. Market is in clear-cut downtrend from the last almost 7 weeks, I can say. And it is clearly forming lower top, lower bottom formation here. You can see if I annotate this annotation. And so if you see this clear cut downtrend is there, lower top, lower bottom formation, and it has already reached to this 200 DMA. Now, what next from here? So currently 200 DMA is placed around roughly 23,500. And if you see today's low in Nifty, so Nifty already recorded today's low around that range only, around 23,500. So maybe some bounce back cannot be denied because 200 DMA is generally considered as a very good support or very strong support. So I'm not denying that some bounce back will not happen from current level. But yes, still we are not out of the wood, or our market is not out of the wood. And if you see percentage terms, so 26,000, 26,200, 26,300 kinds of zone, it has fell to 23,500. So I can say roughly 2,700 points fall already happened. So that we can say in terms of percentage term, 10%. And classical theory in technical analysis is that even though in bull market also market may correct over a period of time up to 20%, market may correct up to 20% over a period of time, even though it is in bull market. So we are from the long term perspective. If you ask me long term perspective, so we are even we are still in clear cut bull trend, but it does not mean that it will take support from a 200 DMA and it will bounce back. I'm not saying it will not take support. It may possible, but still I can say we are bullish, but still correction may happen in that. So to from 200 DMA from short to mid term perspective, some bounce back may happen. I'm not denying for that. Uh, and next question is that suppose it is a bounce back, so does it mean reversal in trend? So I don't know, to be frankly speaking. Only time will answer the question that whether it is a trend reversal or not. But yes, now some bounce back may happen. But suppose if it will not bounce back or it will not take support around 200 DMA, then what next? So what next I can say, next target would be from current level is now in this below 23,500, there are multiple short-term support are placed, I can say. So multiple short-term support, like one support is placed in the range of 23,300, then 23,000, 22,800. So I can say multiple support. But still, one thing is very clear that once we will enter into, let me annotate, once we will enter in this particular price zone, this particular price zone, then I can say we are in confirmed uptrend. So I can say that we have now entered into very strong uh, support area. Another thing is that this particular zone, that this particular low of election outcome day, when election this election 2024 election was the outcome was there, and that low is also very crucial, and that low is plus around 21,000. We are still almost 10% away from that level. So we are not going to discuss that level. But yes, if this Nifty 50 will slip below 200 DMA and it will remain sustainably, it will remain traded below 200 DMA. So I can say now this short-term correction that is extended from the last 7 weeks may extend for so many months in coming months also. So below 200 DMA, it will remain traded. Then I can say all the targets may be achievable. I'm not saying that it will happen, or it, but yes, possibilities are. Then there will be possibility that it may be ready to achieve so many targets in downside that 23,000, 22,800, 22,000, or maybe 21,000 also. Possibilities are there now. So let's see how things will improve in coming days. We are hoping for the best that market will take reversal from here. But again, if suppose it will remain trending in downtrend only, then also it will not fall linear way. Obviously, market never move in linear way either in either direction. So this fall also is not going to happen in linear way. Maybe zigzag or upside, downside will be there. So let's see. To 200, we are hoping that it will take support around this 200 DMA, 23,400, 23,500, then the bounce back will happen. But don't know. But here, clearly, one thing is that below 23,500 or 200 DMA, maybe 23,000 or 22,700, 800 kind of levels can also be achievable. But suppose it will took support around this and some bounce back will happen. So 25,000, 25,200 kind of levels also achievable during that bounce back process. So here I can say from next couple of weeks perspective till at least till next Bazaar pe Charcha, I can say now I am expecting broad range in Nifty. Suppose below it will remain traded below this 200 DMA, so maybe 23,000 to 22,700, 800 kind of level in downside. And suppose bounce back will happen from the 200 DMA, so maybe 25,000, 25,200 is the range in upside. So, but yes, if you ask me in percentage term, so still I can say like last time I have discussed that still there is a possibility of probability of falling downside is quite high. So I would like to reiterate or recommend my earlier statement. Still downside toward at least 23,000 or 22,800 kind of levels is possibility for that is quite high, at least in my opinion. I don't know whether I will be correct or not in that time will answer this particular thing. But yes, still in my opinion, possibilities are there that market may further slip at least toward 23,000 or 23,000, 22,800. But yes, if it will take support around, so obviously I'm not denying for bounce back also in Nifty. Now, apart from this Nifty, let's move to discuss about Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty chart. So after so many months of struggle, this time Bank Nifty is finally decisively, I can say, retested this 200 day moving average in this also. So last time this low was 200 moving average and then selection outcome day low was 46,000. Currently it is around 50,000, just below 50,000, I can say. If you check for today's closing in Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty is today closing 50,150 kind of zone. So after this touching 200-day moving average, which is currently placed around roughly 50,000. So it is still hovering around that. So in this also, suppose this it will breach this 50 DMA. So maybe further we can expect further downside. But anyway, last time I have clearly mentioned or commented that maybe 50,000, 49,000 to 50,000 is a 49,500 to 50,000 is a critical support area. Not only this 200 DMA, but this price cluster also here, I can say, let me annotate. Uh, Annotation, yes. So this particular is price zone. So 200 DMA and this price zone is also placed in same range, and that range is approximately 49,500 to 50,000. Suppose it will breach that this particular area, then maybe again in this also election day outcome day that is 46,000. So maybe possibility will open for 46,000 kind of zone. But obviously it is not going to happen overnight. It will fall gradually, so it will take time. Further it will take time. Further, if I draw this particular trend line, let me first remove all this. Yes, so if I draw this trend line, this long-term trend line, I can say. So after this, they see connecting so many lows, I can say, from this level to this level, and then this level also almost near to this level, and this time again, it has breached this upward sloping trend line also, and below 200. So below 200, maybe Bank Nifty will also turn more negative. I am assuming like that, and maybe in such case, it will remain trended below 200 DMA, or I can say 49,500 below 49,500 zone. So maybe fresh downside window will open in this also toward at least 46,000 kind of zone over a period of time, maybe in next 2-3 months, obviously. So here again, hope is 200 DMA or 49,500, 50,000 kind of zone. Now let's see things will improve. If you ask my opinion, so yes, probability is again quite high in this also to go down compared to going upside. Next, apart from this Bank Nifty, next index is IT. So IT is the only index which is trending in comparatively as per O'Neill methodology. If you see here in this particular slide, here IT index is under pressure. So only IT is a index or broader index except financial services and IT. All the indices, including benchmark index, into correction trend. Only IT is showing that uptrend under pressure. That means it is still in uptrend, but it is showing some pressure. Pressure means either it has more elevated number of distribution day or 21 DMA below or anything like that, or trending into sideways. Otherwise, all the indices are sorry, all the indices are trending into downtrend. So IT, few stocks or few stocks from mid cap IT and large cap IT are doing good. Index is also doing good, but don't know how things will happen if from here, I would say like this. From here, if market will start falling further, then maybe that will be quite problematic for IT as well. Maybe IT will not be the exclusion from this market erosion in. So now from here onward or 200 DMA onward, I can say if market will remain trending below that, so maybe IT will also fall. And then in such case, I'm not, if I would not say measure any, so at least we can expect up to 40,000 kind of zone. So now don't know how things will improve in coming days, but here obviously if reversal will happen from here toward 200 DMA in Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty, then I can say at least in Nifty 50, then I can say this IT index may be outperformer in current market scenario. Then IT may outperform, IT stocks may outperform in the market. But suppose from here, Nifty will slip below 200 DMA decisively, it will remain traded below 200 DMA. So maybe this will also enter into sideways kind of zone. And that zone is roughly 40,000 to 43,000 or 40, yes, roughly 40 to 43,000 kind of zone. So it is a 50-50 kind of situation in IT, but still I can say compared to other benchmark index and other sectoral indices, IT is well placed. Indian IT stocks and Indian IT index is well placed in current market scenario. No doubt at all. Now, Yatisha is here. He will discuss few sectors. Then we will come back for queries.
Yeah, thank
Yatisha?
you.
Yeah.
So, good evening, everyone. I'll be sharing a few sectors with you. So first one is Nifty FMCG. So this is a Nifty FMCG daily chart, and you can see clearly from the last September onwards, September last onwards, there is a it's a one-sided show from FMCG sector where there is no kind of support, kind of trade in FMCG. So it has made a high around 66,500 kind of level. But right now it's trading at almost 55 or 56,000 kind of level. So almost 10,000 points have been just vanished away from just in 1.5 month. So almost 8 to 9% uh, there is a uh, loss in this particular sector itself. So here there is no sign of any positive sign over here. Once again, if you see the on the large time zone chart, so this is a range where Nifty FMCG has been traded near to that 53,000 to 50 56 58,000 kind of level. So that is a range where in the earlier in the month of April and March, it was trading in that particular range. So it is moved back to that particular range and gave up all the majority of the gains. And henceforth, uh, it's likely to touch a major support is placed around 52,500 kind of level. So once it touches that level, then only we can say whether it will fall further or whether it will trade in the sideways kind of range or any pullback will going to happen. But looking at this chart and Fibonacci levels, there is no sign of any major support for this particular index as of now. So it's better to avoid this particular space right now. And the next sector is Nifty Pharma. So if you see the Nifty Pharma on the weekly time frame chart, it was a very good chart, even despite majority of the sector were falling in the particular last month, especially in the September. This particular sector has been held it up very well. But however, due to overall market gain, overall market fall, this indices also has been showing some weakness. And this is the first week where it has fallen that channel pattern, where it has closed below this upward sloping parallel channel, where it was forming from since May 2023. So it's almost 1 year parallel channel has been broken below in today's this week especially. So right now it's showing a weakness. It's trading below 100 DMA as well, and the few stocks has been doing well, pretty well right now, despite overall weakness. But however, majority of the core pharma stocks has been like API manufacturers are selling some having some losses in this particular sector itself. So it's better to avoid in this particular market. And next one is Nifty Energy. So this is the one sector where um, max drawdown where happened. It's almost 10% from the off highs, where almost 10,000 points it's gave up. And there has been a slight support and at this particular range, in the horizontal range, where earlier earlier support was there in the March, and also election day low. So this is a particular range index likely to uh, face some support. If not, if even this support doesn't held it, then it may fall further towards 32,000 kind of level, which is a Fibonacci level in the coming days. But right now, it's better to wait and watch in this particular space, where it is already showing a weakness sign. But however, this particular range there, 36,500, 37,000 is a key level to watch. If there is a very good support at this level, then it's a very good sign. Index likely to slightly pull back, but there is no major trend change, but there could be a slight pullback in this particular sector. The next one is Nifty Auto. So here also Nifty Auto from October mid after it break out from broke below from this head and shoulder pattern, index it was a one-sided rally or downward rally, where it has touched that 200 DMA. So it's almost, if you see, last time it touched there around that level is in the month of March, almost of March 2023. So almost a year back, so year and a half a year back. So right now it's showing a weakness, and it's likely to fall further, even if there is a break below this 200 DMA, then we might see 20,500 kind of level in this particular sector. But better to avoid this sector right now. It's showing clear-cut negative sign. And next sector, I think last sector from my side is Nifty Realty. So this sector has been trending in this particular range. So there is a slight support around that 940 kind of area, 930 to 940 kind of area, where is a there is a slight support for this particular sector. Even though this, if you see the chart from the, especially from this October, this making a lower high, lower low price structure. And it's 930 is a crucial level to watch. And also, if you see 800 is a next level leg of support for this particular sector. And even if that if falls below this 930 kind of level, then index likely to heading towards 800 kind of level, which is a major support level for this particular sector. And on the upside, this particular downward sloping trend line, it's a key to watch. If it closes that above that 1,000 kind of level, then we might see a trend change in this particular sector. But looking into momentum chart and overall market weakness, so it's slightly probability is very less in the trend change scenario. But one can look for this particular levels to watch on the in the coming days. I think there is one more sector, that is Nifty Metal. I think Pawan
Nifty
will.
metal. Okay, no worries. Can you just share the Nifty metal
Yeah,
chart?
yeah.
So again, Nifty metal chart in downtrend only. It has already breached 200 DMA, trending below even from the study onward. It is below 200 DMA today. Again, it be comfortably trending below that. And another thing is that it has breached not only 200 DMA but price cluster support, which is already placed in the range of 9,900. So now I can say that here in this Nifty metal, another 10% of downfall, or not 10%, but at least 8% of kind and downfall. Even in last Bazaar Pe Charcha also we have commented a little bit negative opinion regarding that. And now again it is ready to move further toward. So in short, technically the way overall market is placed and everything, and the way it has fallen in last 6 7 weeks, I can say almost major index Nifty 50, Sensex, etc., almost 10% away from recent high. And sectors like FMCG, metal, auto, all are except ITB and banking also showing correction. So I can say majority of the market is in correction mode. But yes, again, some bounce back cannot be denied. Bounce back may happen at any point of time. But that bounce back, whether question is that bounce back will be considered as a valid reversal or not. So we don't know. Definitely, only time will answer the question. But yes, currently it looks like some bounce back may happen. But let's see how things will improve in coming days. But the way it is falling from the last 6 weeks, suppose it will remain traded in below 200 DMA. So maybe another cut will be possible in coming days. So be ready for that actually. So it is a 50-50 kind of scenario at current zone. Bounce back may also happen, and further downside also is possible. If you ask my opinion, so the way overall market structure has emerged, momentum trend and everything has emerged, so probability of going down is little bit high compared to uh, going up. But yes, at the simultaneously at the same time, bounce back cannot also be denied. Bounce back possibilities are still there because if you talk about short-term point of view, so majority of the indices are showing some oversold kind of scenario. So bounce back may happen, but yes, downside risk is quite high. Yes. So now let's move on to query part. So we will try to answer maximum number of query. Please open query chat box so people can start asking query. Yes. So I think we already have first query. Infi, Neogen, IRB, Infra, Torrent, Power. Oh. So let's start with Infi, Yatisha.
Okay.
So Infosys, as you know, that IT index is the only which is showing comparative strength, I can say. And this Infosys also showing some positivity. There is a good bounce back happened from the level of almost 1700, 1725, and currently it is 1865, 6065. But now I think there is a strong resistance area, and that starting from almost 1900 to 1900 or yeah, sorry, 1800 to 1900. Yes, 1900 to 1950. Yes, so there is a lot of resistance in upside. So maybe 1900, 1950 kind of things may happen. And if some reversal happen and some very good breakout happened in IT index, so maybe this will outperform. So at least at current point of time, IT index and all this IT and stocks are looking that it is outperforming and it may outperform. But in case of Infosys, it must cross and hold at least 1900, 1950 zone to turn more bullish from current level. Currently, it is in sideways only. Next is, can you, Tisha, suggest
Yes,
if
new gen.
possible?
New gen.
So, new gen chemical stock, it has very comparatively chemical stocks are again showing not all chemical, but yes, 50 more than 50% of chemical stocks are comparatively showing positivity. in current falling market. But yes, Neogen still trending below 50 DMA. In today's session, some bounce back happened from the downside. But still, I think to turn bullish from here in Neogen, it must cross and hold 1300. Current rate is 1200, 25, 30. So it must cross and hold above 1300. Then only we will consider a bullish trend. Otherwise, it may remain traded in sideways with volatile trading sessions in coming days.
Next one is IRB Infra.
IRB Infra. So IRB Infra in clear cut downtrend, trending below 200 DMA. Now more negativity are there. So clear cut, obviously, if someone is interested to buy, please avoid. It is in clear cut downtrend.
Torrent Pharma. No, sorry, Torrent Power.
Torrent Power. Torrent Power. So again, in last couple of weeks, heavy correction happened from the level of 2000. Now it is almost 1500 kind of zone. If we talk about today's low, 1545 is the low. 200 DMA is placed in 1530 kind of zone. So 200 DMA is a support area. Not only then, suppose it will breach 200 DMA, then expect another 10% kind of fall toward 1300. Negativity is there. 200 is a key level to watch in at current point of time.
Uh, Shall I take a few queries?
Yes, please.
Okay, so next one is Netweb. So strong stock, fundamentally strong stock, and the stock is holding up very well despite the overall weakness in the market. The key level to watch here is the this level where the stock particularly having a strong resistance, that is around 2950 kind of level. So once it crosses and holds above that level, then we might see fresh upside. But right now, it's kind of sideways kind of move. Those who willing to take the risk, one can take the risk, but it is one can take the risk of this upward sloping trend line with the stop loss. It is a tighter stop loss. One can take a risk and continue to trade, but better to wait for the breakout to happen in this particular market. Next one is Geo Financial. I think today it has gained almost 6-7% because of the positive news from the entering to F&O segment. So that's the reason its stock is up. Right now, it's having a strong support around this area. If you see, 300 is a key level to watch. Until it's trading above this 300 area, it's well and good. But however, one can look for this particular trend line on the higher side. It's better to watch on the higher side. Once it takes out above this trend line, then it's a very good buy. At current level, it's better to avoid unless it's a news-driven stock. So today's move especially, so better to wait for the level for this particular level to watch on the upside. And next one is IREDA. So IREDA, it's making lower low, lower high price structure right now. It's better to avoid this stock particular stock, and better to wait for this downward sloping trend line to break out, which is near its I think 50 DMA or 100 DMA. So better to wait for that level on the upside. Next one is Aegis Logistic. Aegis Logistics, I think it's about to give a breakout from a downward sloping trend line. It's kind of very good sign, strong fundamental stock. And if you see the chart over here, so it's a kind of given a downward sloping trend line breakout. It's about to happen. It's not yet given a breakout, but looking strong. One can look for this particular stock with a swing, either a swing low or this consolidation base as a for the conservative investor can go with the swing low or this pattern low as a stop loss. But better to wait for this particular level, which is this is a strong hurdle where stock is facing. This is a strong resistance area. So at this current juncture, it's a strong stock might witness some volatility in this particular range. Next one is Ockham Drugs. I don't think so. We track that stock. Very sorry for that. And next one is Federal Bank. So Federal Bank, it's about to stock has given a breakout from that flat base pattern, but however, due to overall market, stock has been witnessing slightly on the profit booking. There is a fundamentally very good stock, but right now it's having a strong support around 195, 195 kind of level. So even that level breaks below, closes that below that 195 kind of level, then stock might likely to consolidate little more or time in this particular range that is around 180, 180 kind of level. So we might see in the coming days. So on the upside, 200, 210 is a very good level to watch out on the upside. Once it breaks out strongly above that level, then one can look for this particular stock. Next one is
No
Nalco.
worries. I will take next query, Atisha.
Okay.
National Aluminum and Copper. In between that, there is one stock that we are not covering. Promo Fair and Lab, we are not covering. Sorry for that. So let's take National Aluminum and Hind Copper. So first, National Aluminum. So National Aluminum, I can say the way IT index has fallen and negativity in market and metal index. Comparatively, it has outperformed till now, but now it has breached 21 DMA and one trend line, also short-term trend line in this. So maybe to 50 DMA. Currently, 50 DMA is placed in the range of 210, which is almost 5% away. But yes, in my opinion, it may fall beyond 200 DMA also, 50 DMA also. So I'm expecting kind of 200 to 210 kind of zone in coming days in this particular stock. So maybe negativity may extend if a further correction will be there. But again, yes, the bounce back in Apple market. So bounce back may also happen in this. But yes, technical perspective, if you ask, so clear cut. So I can say I'm expecting a 210 to 200 kind of level in this index in this stock in coming days in National Aluminum. Now Hind Copper. Hind Copper, clear cut downtrend, trending below 200 DMA and other. Maybe if the way it is falling, if it will remain fall, so maybe 230 to 35 kind of levels can be achievable in downside in Hindustan Copper. Now next
Wipro.
is
Wipro.
Wipro.
Yes.
Okay. So Wipro, again IT stock near to all-time high. After touching new all-time high from the last 2 3 days, it is standing in sideways. And I think last to last Bazaar pe Charcha, I have clearly mentioned that all these IT stocks may do well in current scenario. I'm not sure we have discussed in last Bazaar pe Charcha or last to last and prior to that last Bazaar pe Charcha. But yes, our opinion was quite positive for IT stocks. We are positive for Wipro also, but we have selected few stocks and IT index. So at least it is not falling in this current market. Wipro is also positive, maybe I can say approximately 590 to 600 kind of levels may be achievable in this if market will improve current. So 590 to 600 levels, keep watching that level in Wipro. That is a level for Wipro, at least from short to mid-term perspective.
Next one is Mastech and HCL Tech. Both are for IT.
Mastech.
Mastech.
Mastech again, bullish trend. Suppose it will remain trending above 3000, 3050, then maybe one can expect 3200 and beyond that also. It is looking quite positive. So suppose it will remain trending about 3050. So maybe 10% kind of upside move may happen in Mastech. But suppose it will remain trending below 3000, so maybe sideways. So overall trend are positive in the Mastech and again that is mid cap IT. So positivity are there. We are expecting good move in coming days in this stock. And SCL Tech again. Uh, SCL Tech again today only I think it has formed new all-time high in this falling market. Even though after was recording new all-time high, it fell from the day high and closed almost flat. But trend is still positive. SCL Tech.
Next one is Asian Paint.
Asian. So now from the last almost 2-3 months, bad days for Asian Paint. A few days back only when there was a number, so it has lost its market share, while other paint companies like Indigo Paints and this
Grasim.
uh, Grasim and this JSW, maybe gradually they are gaining their uh, market share, and because of that there was a gap down opening happen. So negativities are there, and I can say that from the last almost I can say 3 year. From the last 3 years, there was a price cluster consolidations on a long-term chart in the range of 2,700 to approximately 3,500. And now it has decisively breached 2,700 this time with good volume, gap down opening and everything. So the pattern point of view, I can say if my analysis will not goes wrong, then I can say maybe one can expect 2,000 to 1,900, 1,800 kind of levels in Asian paint. So maybe good days are over at least for mid-term perspective in Asian paint, and bad days are started. Don't know if my analysis will not go wrong. So we can expect 2,000 to 1,900, 1,800 kind of level in Asian paint. But suppose reversal will then happen, then obviously our expectations are wrong. Don't know what will happen, but yes, negativity is there. The way everything is emerging in this stock, fundamental side and technical side, we are expecting at least downside kind of move toward 2,000 followed by 18 to 1,900 kind of level.
Next one is Bombay Dye.
Bombay dying. So Bombay dying. Now it has breached 50 DMA upward sloping trend line. So maybe it may fall further toward at least 200 DMA, 195 or 190 kind of zone in coming days in Bombay dying.
Okay. Shall I take a few queries?
Yes, please, please, please.
Okay. Next one is PG here. So PG Electroplast looking strong despite the overall market weakness. This stock has been held up very strongly. So one can look for this particular level on the upside where it has made a high, that is around 6,900 kind of level. So sorry, 690 kind of level. That is a level where one can look for this particular stock. But right now, looking into the momentum chart and uh, overall market, this stock likely to move towards the sideways kind of range in this particular broad range itself. So better to watch either on the upside 690, on the downside it's this particular range that is around 520 kind of level. So that is a level for this particular stock. Next one is IDFC first. So clearly negative sign, despite fundamentally also the stock has been not so performing well in terms of in its EPS growth. Revenue revenue growth has been decent, but however stock performance is not good, and the stock has been deteriorated from the levels of 100 rupees to almost 80, 75 kind of 60 rupees kind of level. So it's better to avoid this particular stock right now. Any trend change yeah, until trading above this 75, it's well and good. Once it crosses and holds above that level, then only one can look for this particular stock, right? Next one is Pearl Global. We don't track this, sorry, and Case International. So Case International is a strong stock, holding up very well, and it's recently it has been broke out from this double bottom base, and the stock is trading in this sideways range itself. So strong, fundamentally strong stock, and one can look for this particular swing low as a stop loss and continue can hold this rally, and there is a slight resistance around the 1080 kind of level. So once it crosses and holds above that level, then stock likely to move slowly and further. But one can go with the right now with the stop loss below this swing low, or one can wait for 1080 kind of level to break out. Next one is skipper. So this particular stock holding up very well, and it's still trading above 50 DMA. So once it closes below this 50 DMA, then we might see profit booking in this particular stock. So those are already holding from the lower level, one can wait for the close below this 50 DMA. But fresh entry at current juncture can be avoided in this particular stock. Next one is transformers and rectifiers. So TRIL, I guess, is. I think this stock is in ASM list, and I think circuit filter has been revised or not, I don't know. But looking into chart, better to avoid this kind of chart stock. Looking into the, it's already ran up and it's making lower high, lower lows price structure. And I think it's there in 5% circuit also. So better to avoid this stock right now. Next one is NCC. NCC broke below 200 DMA, and right now it's holding up that earlier breakout level, that is around 280 kind of level. So once it or sorry, 270 kind of level. So once it breaks below this 270, then we might see a fresh downside window likely to open on this particular stock. So those are already holding this particular stock, one can exit right away. And on the upside, better to wait for 330 kind of level to change in the trend. But unless or until it's trending in the negative territory.
Okay,
Next one.
there are a few queries on YouTube. So
Okay.
let's first take that YouTube query.
Okay.
So first is PGEL.
Okay. That's already taken.
Okay. Sally.
Shaili engineering. No.
Huh. So please take that.
So Shaili Engineering, it's very good stock, fundamentally strong stock, and there has been a very good breakout in the range of 1040 kind, 1060 kind of level. So after that breakout, there is a slight pullback also, and today there is a retest that breakout, and there is a bounce. So volume is also great. Not when the volume is below average, so very good sign. The stock is strong, and those who are willing to take the risk, one can go with the swing low 995 as a stop loss, or else one can look for this particular base swing this base low as a stop loss, which is quite deeper, which is around something around below 900 rupees. So one can look for this particular stock for long term in this particular market. And the
Okay.
next one is
So
Tata
next one
Power.
is Tata Power. So I will take Tata Power.
Okay.
So Tata Power, if you see from the last almost 4 5 months, it was in consolidation area. From April onward, I can say May onward, it was in broader consolidation area of almost 460-70 in upside and 400 approximately in downside. Now it has already reached 200 DMA, and it is near to that lower band of that consolidation area, that is almost 400. So maybe now from here, suppose it will breach 400 decisively. Still, it is intacting 400, but suppose it will breach, so maybe one can expect at least 10% kind of further correction in Tata Power, and maybe that extend to up to 20% also. But yes, if time being, if I avoid 20%, so at least 10% of. So below 400, maybe one can expect 460, 360 kind of level in Tata Power. But suppose it will bounce back, so maybe bounce back will be there further sideways and anything like that. I'm not denying for that. But yes, suppose it will remain traded below 400, so maybe 10% kind of thing. Next is
Anand Rathi.
Gokul, Gok,
Gokul
हाँ,
Agro. Gokul Agro.
Gokul Agro. So Gokul Agro, positive trend. Even today also it has gained 7%. So just taking fresh position, I don't know how after considering risk reward and everything is little bit risky. But if someone is holding, I would suggest to hold and just ride the rally time being. And stop loss, keep stop loss around 290 kind of zone. Otherwise, taking fresh position is risky, but yes, trend is positive in Gokul Agro. Next one is Anand Rathi. Anand Rathi sideways trend. So if to turn bullish from current level, it must cross 4200 level and give breakout above 4200. Then only we will consider valid breakout. Otherwise, sideways will be there with volatile move in the broad range of downside 3600 and upside 4200 kind of zone. And maybe in my opinion, in or our opinion, it will remain traded in sideways only. Next is CDSL.
CDSL.
DSL. CDSL, sideways consolidation area. I can say if I talk about sideways and consolidation zone in this, so now from the last almost, I can say last week of August, it is broadly trending into 1350 to 1650, and now it has approaching to 1350. So let's see, and 100 DMA is also placed in that range only, approximately 1400, not 1300, sorry, 1400. So maybe lower band of this price zone and this 100 DMA 1400 area is a key level to watch. Suppose it will intact around 1400, so bounce back further will be there in sideways zone, that is toward 1500, 1600, but not, then maybe negativity will, but yes, currently trending into sideways only.
Next one is
Next is
Natco Pharma.
Natco Pharma. So Natco Pharma, sideways, I can say to turn bullish from here, it must cross and hold at least 1470, 80. Then only we will consider bullish trend. Otherwise, currently it is trending sideways only. Now, one question in Mohit Sinha is asking, some of the recent losses booked have been more than 10% beyond 8% rule. Still, pre-call being held beyond that. I think you are talking about MarketSmith India portfolio. So maybe they were expecting something in stock. And sometimes maybe 8% or 9% rule is on an average rule, to be frankly speaking. It does not mean that every stock you should, sometimes one or two or three stocks over a period of time happen maybe 8% or 10% also. We are not denying for that. But if you see overall risk over a period of time, so it must not go beyond 8 to 9%. So please focus on that instead of, yes, because sometimes there are few stocks that we exit from 2-3% loss, 5% loss. So if you average out, so it comes around that basket, that bracket, 8 to 9%. So yes, currently we are accepting that we have few stocks there is a loss more than 10%. But please focus on over a period of time and average out after averaging out, not stock to stock. But yes, we try to manage that, but sometimes 1 or 2% here and there happen. But focus on averaging thing. Next is
Next,
Vedanta. Can you take it, Atisha?
okay. Vedanta, if you see this particular stock, there has been an attempt to break out, but breakout has been failed and once again moved back to its consolidation range. But those are already holding the stock from the breakout level. One can exit, please, right, exit from this particular stock, and likely to stop heading down to this break consolidation range from 400 rupees, the low of this 400 consolidation range, that is around 400 rupees. So likely to heading towards that. So better to avoid this stock right now. Next one is eMudra. E-Mudra is trading in the sideways range, and today, yes, it's still trading in the sideways range. And despite the overall market weakness, stock is holding up very well, and better to wait for the further more time. Furthermore, in this particular stock, there is no either side trend change in this particular stock. So trend change likely to happen only after this close above this 940 kind of level in this particular stock. So better to wait and watch. Exide Industries. So Exide, it's making lower high, lower low price structure and trading below all key moving average. Better to avoid this stock right now. Uh, Better to wait for this close above this either 50 DM or 100 DM. So
अच्छा,
now,
there is a one query from YouTube regarding सर क्रूड ऑयल का क्या करना है। तो सही में बताऊं तो हमको भी नहीं पता है क्रूड ऑयल का क्या करना है। सिर्फ इतना पता है कि क्रूड ऑयल कुछ भी हो, हमको पेट्रोल तो 100 110 रुपये लीटर ही डलवाना है। बट यस, क्रूड maybe sideways only 70 rupees, $70, sorry. Brent crude is a $70 is a key level to watch. Maybe $70 if it will breach, then one can expect up to 65 64 also. So just have eye on $70. So if bounce back happens, if it will protect $70, so maybe bounce back will also happen. Currently, it is around 71 $72. Brent, I'm talking about Brent crude, 72, I think. Today's price is 22. But 70 is a critical level to watch. Suppose it will fail to hold 70, then one can expect further. But still, again, पेट्रोल तो हमको 100 रुपए में ही डलवाना है, भले ही वो 64 आ जाए तो भी।
next one is Angel One and BSC.
Can you take?
Uh, So Angel One broking stocks, there's an attempt to break out from that consolidation sideways range, but due to overall market weakness, the stock breakout has been failed and looking into once again sideways kind of range. So it's better to avoid right now. Better to wait for the once again if it breaks out above this 21 DMA as a next leg of resistance for this particular stock. Once it breaks out that 21 DM, then only look for this particular stock in the coming days. Next one is BSC. So BSC, I think today is slightly moved and the stock is in I think ASM because of that. Stock is looking strong. There is no sign of any weakness so far in this particular stock, but entry in the current juncture, it's better to avoid. Those are already holding from the lower level. Better to wait and trail this stop loss below the swing low. That is around 3,990 kind of level. Next one
Have
is
you covered OFSS?
no.
Okay, so I'm taking OFSS. OFSS again, IT stock, bullish trend. Trending above all key moving averages, but from the last couple of months, I can say it is trending into sideways only with positive bias. Bias is positive, no doubt, but yes, there is no major price move happen, and that range is roughly 10,500 in downside and approximately 12,300, 400 in upside. So from here, I think in OFSS to turn more bullish, it must cross at least 12,300 and remain trading about that. Then only I can say it will go further toward 14,000. But otherwise, it will remain traded in sideways with positive bias. Overall trend and sentiments are positive in this particular stock.
Next one is Privy. So
So, Privi, positive trend. I think MSI have removed it or not?
no,
Yatisha?
we have covered it in
Yes.
Diwali report.
Okay, okay, Priv, okay. So we have a disclaimer is that we have already from Market Smith team people, they have covered this stock in Diwali report preview. And after that, if you see that there was a good move happened and now it is sideways. So maybe Diwali for next 12 months. So that is different ball game. From mid-term perspective, it may remain sideways only, but yes, from long-term perspective, the stock is looking quite attractive. But mid-term, some here and there move may happen. Maybe suppose this ongoing correction will extend, so maybe it may fall 10%. I'm not denying for that. Maybe move towards 1600 also. But from long-term perspective, the way one can remain intact with MarketSmith India recommendation for Diwali special.
Midani. So Midani,
Midhani.
yeah, Midani is making lower high, lower low price structure. So better to avoid this particular stock right now. And the next one is Apple.
FL.
So Apple stock is in the sideways range, consolidation range, and the better to look for this particular range breakout from the highs. So once it breaks out about this trend line, then is a one can look for this particular stock either with the swing low of today's low, or one can look for this base low as a stop loss and continue this on the upside trend likely to happen. But right now it's looking in this particular range itself. Better to watch out for this upside level for the coming days. Next one is
So one query is there from YouTube that is there is a PSU bank. So I don't know whether he's asking any specific stock or so PSU bank. So I'm assuming it's a PSU bank index. So banking index, bank nifty, financial services, PSU, almost all are in same direction. If I talk about PSU index, so now it is hovering around 200 days exponential moving average and simple moving average, and comfortably trending below 200 days moving average. Immediate support in PSU bank index is placed in the range of 6300, almost 200 point away from current level. Suppose it will breach 6300, then maybe more negativity will be there. To turn bullish PSU index, it must cross and hold at least 7000 kind of level from current level, that is almost 10%. Then only we will say that it is a confirmed trend reversal. Otherwise, sideways with negative bias or downside bias in PSU banking index. Yes,
next
Atisha.
is I think it's already 5:35 and we'll
Okay, so let's wrap. Let's take 2 3 query last, and then we will wrap up this session. Do we have any? I think we have maximum number of queries covered. Have you covered Hikal?
Hikal, no, Hikal Paradeep
Okay.
fast it's pending.
Okay, so Hikal trend is positive. Today again it has gained 6%. Maybe in coming days it will do good. Uh, From current level, I can say 410 is a level to watch. Suppose it will remain crossing and holding about 410, so one can expect good move in Hikal logistic in coming days. Hikal, sorry, not logistic, Hikal. And
Praj
uh,
Industries.
Praj, that is the last query for the day. Praj.
Praj,
Praj sideways kind of knife. It has already breached 50 DMA and trending 100 even 100 DMA also 50 and 100 DMA and trending below in between 50 100 and 50 DMA. And if I talk about price wise, so 660, 650 is a critical area or support area. Suppose it will breach that 660, so one can expect move towards 620 kind of zone. And so maybe some negativities are there. To turn bullish from current level, it must cross and hold 750. So currently it looks like sideways with negative bias. Yes. So I think almost 5:35, more than 1 hour session, and we have tried to cover maximum number of queries. So let's wrap up the session today. But again, market is volatile, so be cautious and just stay tuned with us to know more information about market and stocks and indices and everything. Thanks for joining the session. Have a great day and have a great trading in coming week and coming days. Thank you.
thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Atisha.